So price is showing us something very interesting on the on this time frame. We have a very good rejection candlesticks to a daily key level. So with this confirmation right here, price has given us almost all we need to see. Price has given us about everything we need to see in this market. So we should keep our eyes on this very zone. This blue zone here, we should keep our eyes on this. This is a very good place to pick an entry from that very zone. So on this entry, we should be looking for some good shots in this case. We should be looking for some good shots in this case. And the TP level for this kind of trade, my TP will be somewhere around here. This low here would be my first TP. That would be my first TP in this trade. And my second TP would be somewhere around here. So this is really how I would approach this kind of trade. I have good confirmations here. And you would notice price was doing something like this before the news came in. So this low actually has not really been broken. So it is very safe to call this a double top. This is one of those ugly double top patterns you find in the market, because all these rejections printed across this line. All of these rejections we see here printed across this line. So this is more or less a very ugly double top, which is another confirmation in this case. So all these confirmations, daily high being tested, good rejection candlesticks, we need to watch out for what is about to happen in this market. So first TP would be down here, and the second TP would be over here. But let's see how many pips we have in this kind of move. First TP here is about 70, and second TP is about 130. So that is also very good. A good stop loss in this case would be somewhere above this high. So your good stop loss should be somewhere around 35 pips or 40 pips. I think 40 pips would be best in this case, so we can give market a good breathing space. So I would have a 40 pips in this kind of trade, and my first TP is right here, about 70 pips. Second TP here, about 120 pips. So this is really how we're looking to approach this market, but we may need to wait to get a good price to enter, to take our entry. But anywhere inside of this blue zone, you are good to go. Anywhere inside of this blue zone, you are good to go. So let's keep our eyes. Let's watch out for AUD USD. Very, very good trade, and let's keep it on our watch list. So you can just you may draw a zone like that on your chart, and you simply watch out for the confirmations you get inside of the zone. Let me quickly go to the M5 to see if I can find some extra low time frame confirmations on the M5. So this is my M5 here, and what I see here. What do we have here? What is going on here? Okay, we have what looks like a bullish trend, and on this bullish trend price, we have something like this, and then price did this. We have the HNS, something like this. So yes, this is pretty much what is going on the M5. So all of these are giving us confirmation for entry. So if you be trading AU, it is not a bad place to take your entry. You have a good entry, and your stop loss also is intact. We have about 40 pips or 35 pips stop loss. You are good to go. And then what matters now is your lot size. You need to plot a lot size which is suitable for your account size, and you are good to go. So this trade here looks good. Let's also keep eyes on this towards tomorrow. And the next one, which is NZD USD. NZD USD, we also talked about this one from yesterday, and something really interesting happened today with the news, and I was telling you to watch out for what happens at this high. So price looked like it was gonna break this high. It was this long bullish candlesticks as at the time the news was going on. So price looked like it was gonna break, and I was telling some of you to watch out for the next candle close. So the next candle close, look at what we have here, a rejection candle. So this rejection candle simply confirms what I said in the group, that price, most of the time we use news to take out retail traders. So all of these moves you see over here, was simply to take out retail traders. So if you had sales in this trade looking for the news to push this move all the way down, price would have taken you out before it makes the move. So ultimately, this high has never been broken. This high has never been broken. Still a very good high. And from yesterday, all the way from yesterday, I told you to watch out for this ultimate high. I gave you this level here, which was broken. That was a possible HNS at the time, but price broke it and price came to the ultimate high. So the ultimate high, I took an entry, I was stopped out, and I'm gonna take an entry one more time because this high has not broken. And all we have here are rejections. So in case you missed what I said about NZD/USD from yesterday, on the 4-hour time frame, we have this price is on a bearish trend on the 4-hour time frame, and then we have this very clean trend line in this market. We have this trend line in this market, which is still holding, not yet fully broken. So on the H1, we have extra confirmation on the H1. On the H1, we have a bullish trend. So we have this bullish trend on the H1. Price is doing something like this. So price is doing something like this on the H1. So I told you there is possibility for some correction. Price has created a new high, so there is possibility for some correction. So based on this move here, we have a double top, very ugly double top as well, and then there is possibility for some shorts. So in this case, we have our first TP right here, and we have our second TP down here. Remember, these are short-term sales because this trend is a bullish trend, right? A bullish trend, and this short we are looking for is a short-term short, right? Short-term sell. So first TP is right here. Like I said from yesterday, second TP is down here. So everything from yesterday remains solid. So price is just playing games. However, this high has not been broken. So we have a good place to pick our entry. And then when you run your crosshair, we have about 35 pips right here. So it is always good to have your stop loss above the highest high, right? The highest price here. This is the highest price over here. Price got here with the wicks. So it is good to have your stop loss above that point. So a good place would be about 35 pips stop loss. And then you have your first TP down here about 60 pips. Second TP down here about 100 pips. That is really what you should be looking forward to on NZD/USD. And for as long as that zone does not get broken, for as long as this high does not break, your trade remains a very good trade. And we have good rejection over here. We have good rejections in place. So let's watch out and let's keep our eyes on that zone to see what's going to happen right there. So that is NZD/USD, very clean move as well. Very clean move. So the next one, which other market did we talk about yesterday? Okay, I think we've covered all the moves from yesterday. So right now, keep in mind, we have a trade on NZD/USD. We have a trade on AUD/USD. And likewise, we have a trade on GJ. So these three trades, you need to keep your eyes on them. And then let's see what's going to happen, right? So which other market should we treat? Anyone wants to suggest, wants to give us a market to look at? For me, I think I'm gonna go with I'll be going with AUD/USD, and I think GJ. GJ requires some patience, so we are going to be very patient with GJ. But AUD/USD, USD/CHF looks really good, so let's keep our eyes on that. Let's look at GU. We talked about this market from the start of the week. We had a trade on GU from the start of the week. So what is going on? What do we have here? So first thing we see here is price is approaching a very good high, which is over here. And on the H1, what do we have? Price is creating a new high as well. You would remember something like this I did on GU. I did something like this. And we had a trade from this very high. This was our trade right there. And then price gave us this short. The TP1 here was tested and then price went bullish. So right now, this looks like price has created a new high. So we should keep our eyes open. But this does not look so good for me right now. So I would not be looking for sells right here. I would rather wait on this. I would wait on this because there is some potential for price to go even higher. This is very close to the previous high. This new high is very close to this point here. So I would be very careful with this market to see what's going to happen. Price could go higher a little before it drops. And also keep in mind on the 4-hour, we have this ultimate high right here. So I would love to see price fill up this high before a good drop happens, right? This here would be a very good drop. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So you may also draw this, you may draw this zone on your chart. So you watch out for what happens inside of that zone. So there is possibility for some shots, but we need to be very careful and then wait for good confirmations before anything. So there is some possibility for some shots, but let's be very careful. Like I said, let's watch out for what happens. So for me right now, let's keep our eyes. Let's focus on NZD USD. The USD look really good. We have GJ as well, which we need to wait. We need to see what's gonna happen on GJ. So NU, GJ, and AUD USD. So this market looks good, and I believe AUD USD, NZD USD, they are not too volatile, right? They are not so volatile, so you may have a good entry with a good stop loss on this kind of trade. So GU and GJ can be very volatile, depends on your account size or your entries. You may need to be very careful with those two. But NU and AU can give you enough room to set your stop losses and hold your trade right. So I believe that will be all we can cover on this market. If you have any questions, you may ask me before our time runs out. Any question? Are we all good? All right. So I believe we have something good in our hands, so we just need to keep our eyes open. And also, if you spot any confirmation on any of these trades we've talked about, feel free to just post them in the group. Post your charts. Feel free to post your chart anytime, right? If you find something, I am not always on the chat, so sometimes I kind of miss out on my type of entries. And that was one of the reasons I couldn't give you guys the entry confirmation on GJ when I took it, because it was almost late. I missed my very entry price. So if you find something, or if you find any confirmation on those key levels I've just talked about, be sure to update as well in the group so we can also watch out for what's going to happen. So let's keep eyes. Okay, USD CHF. Did we go over that? Okay, this I told you on USD CHF. I told you it was also a good trade, and I actually told you it was a good time to take the entry. So look at what is happening right now. It is already in profit. If you are taking the entry at this very low, at the time I was talking about this, you definitely would have been about 8 pips profit. Unfortunately, I couldn't record this from the start of this meeting. I started recording about halfway into the meeting. So I believe that part I was talking about UC would have not been covered. So that is one of the benefits of being on a live session. Sometimes as human as we are, we forget these things. So you can see this is in profit on the M5. Price was right here at the time I was talking about this. Price was here. I told you that was a good place to take your entry. That if you are looking to trade USD CHF, you should pull your trigger. So price is in profit right now, and I believe this is gonna keep going bullish. We have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. Very good confirmation on USD CHF. Long way to go here. 70 pips TP. So very good trade as well. You may, if you have missed your entry, you may want to wait if price gives you another entry, and then you can join back on the trade. So very good trade, very good time. So let's watch out for those levels we explained, and then let's see what happens. So USD CHF, AUD USD, NZD USD, GJ, and I believe, okay, GU, let's see what goes on with GU. We are going to watch out, so let's see what goes on. So those five look good, so let's watch out and see what we get. So on that note, that'll be the end of this tech session, and then we are going to catch up more in the group. So like I said, if you see anything, if you see any confirmations on any of those levels I've talked about, be sure to update in the group so nobody miss out on any of these trades. All right, that'll be all for now, and we'll be back again another time. Bye.